Stan Lee voice.
Stan Lee voice.
Do it in your Stan Lee voice.
Previously on Silver Surfer and Infinity Gauntlet. Excelsior!
Yes. We last left off with the return of the Mad Titan Thanos.
That sucks.
It is bad news, and we're about to find out why in this issue of Silver Surfer.
Number 35, to be precise.
I'm your host, Comic Tom.
And I'm Ryan, the fire guy.
Let's talk bags and boards.
So, Thanos returns to life and explains his evil plan to the Silver Surfer. He takes him on this interplanetary tour to show just how overpopulated the universe is becoming. He first illustrates this by taking them on a trip to the planet Earth and pointing out that more than half of the humans ever born on this planet are presently alive right this moment, and that our world is criminally overpopulated.
Thanos goes further and says that this isn't a uniquely earthly condition, teleporting them to a nearby planet called Solaria, populated by these adorable, peaceful little creatures called Solarians. These Solarians live peaceful lives. There are no predators, and they have nothing to do on this planet but procreate.
Sounds like my life. Oh yeah.
It's just a lot of comic books and procreating, Ryan?
Mostly procreating.
Well, there's no predators, right?
No predators. I fight them off.
Well, Thanos goes on to explain that within 20 years, this entire population, this beautiful planet, will be overrun, that they'll turn on each other and die off.
Oh, that's not good. Don't die, little guys. Cute little Solarians.
They're pretty cute.
They kind of remind me of porgs.
Science and a benevolent nature have allowed thousands of different species to flourish beyond the capability of their environs to sustain them.
The pendulum will swing from one extreme to the other, from an overabundance of life to no life whatsoever. Thanos presents himself as an agent of balance. From his perspective, he's doing the right thing. Although this is kind of where Silver Surfer draws the line. He's had enough. Thanos tells him, not only will you allow it, but you will aid me in this crusade. Thanos explains that while they were on Earth, just by being there, the Silver Surfer had picked up some bacteria that, while benign to Earth residents, it's deadly to Solarians. No good. So Thanos gives the Surfer a choice. You could either stay here, try to fight me all by yourself, or go back to Solaria. See if there's any of them left that you can save still.
Try to mitigate the damage.
Yeah, because there's a big plague ravaging the entire planet, so maybe he can help.
He returns to Solaria, and using comic book powers, he creates an antibody and passes it to one of the Solarians, who goes off to spread it amongst the rest and save all they can from further destruction. The Surfer feels a lot of guilt for this. His naivete caused him to not take Thanos seriously enough as a threat. He vows to hunt him down and defeat him.
Also, in classic Marvel fashion, there's a post-credits scene. Kronos resurrects Drax the Destroyer to hunt down Thanos. That's how it ends. What the hell?
I had a lot of fun reading this issue.
Me too. It explained a lot, for once.
You know, the last issue, I was filled with a lot of questions, and they went right into answering a number of them.
Mm-hmm. They explain what the hell Thanos is doing, or why he's back.
What was your favorite part of this issue?
Let's see. My favorite part was when Thanos is showing the Silver Surfer around the planet Earth, which is kind of weird, because Surfer probably knows Earth better than Thanos does anyway, but that's whatever. So he's showing him around, saying, look at how much garbage these humans produce. Nuclear waste, look at all the pollution these people are doing. Look at how many of them there are packed into this one tiny little planet. One measly little planet. He's not wrong. That's kind of...
No, I see where you're getting with that. Okay. You're kind of almost empathizing with his point, with his plan.
He's observing the correct things. He is not providing proper solutions, I don't think. I don't think killing half the people in the universe is the way to go about doing it.
That's what he's suggesting. That's what Death's plan is. To kill off half of all living species in this universe. My favorite part was the way Thanos orchestrated this whole thing.
Yeah.
It was very Oliver Queen-like, Bruce Wayne-like almost. You see, Thanos doesn't give Silver Surfer an option to not go to these planets to hear his explanation of why he wants to go about Death's plan.
It's true. Kind of just teleports him against his will.
Silver Surfer is transported without his board, and Thanos forces him to listen. When reading this, I didn't get the vibe that Thanos even thought Silver Surfer was going to change his mind. It was kind of like we're going to just throw a half-court shot here, see if Silver Surfer will jump on board. Probably won't, but let's just see if we can get the one person, the one being that could potentially put a stop to all this on our side. It'll make the whole process easier. So when they come back to the planet, after this explanation is given, Silver Surfer's kind of asked, what do you think? Are you going to join me? And of course, Silver Surfer says, no way, Jose, that's not going to happen, and tries to fight Thanos. Mm-hmm. And it's a pitiful attempt.
He tries. He really tries. He blasts him pretty hard with, surfer beams. I'm not sure what you call his little, his arm hand.
His little Kamehameha.
Powers. Yeah, that.
Yeah. Silver Surfer uses his Kamehameha, and it does nothing. Thanos is like, what was that, man? Seriously?
You interrupted me.
I was talking, it was nothing. So that's a really
That's a bad sign.
That's a bad sign right there. But Thanos then continues to say, listen, you can fight me right now. We can do this battle if you want. Obviously, it's not going to go well. Yeah. But if you want, we can go that route. But if he stays and fights, the planet that they just visited, the Solarians, well, he tricked them.
Yep.
Him being there in the first place brought a bacteria that has already killed off a bunch of the population, because this is planets away. It works different in space. And Silver Surfer now either has to fight, or he can go and try and save what's left. He puts him in this position prior to this conversation even happening. He thought this plan out before he even showed up on the planet. So what this means is that Thanos, immediately after getting resurrected, travels to this planet. And in that time of traveling, has constructed this whole plan. And his plan is to meet the Surfer, separate him from his board, and force him to be teleported to Earth. Gives him an example, the first example of reasoning to why he's doing all this. Side note, has the Silver Surfer pick up a bacteria from Earth so that when he goes to his second example, the planet of Solaria, gives him the explanation and causes that bacteria to enter the civilization, which ruins it. So that when he's back on the original planet that the Surfer was sleeping on,
last issue,
has a contingency plan so that he can put the Silver Surfer in a bind. He can either stand there, fight Thanos, or go back to that planet and save what he can.
That's a tough choice.
A tough choice
Not really.
And a brilliant plan.
This feels more like a Joker thing to me.
It's like the cruelty of Joker mixed with the wit of Batman.
The foresight.
All right. What questions did you have after this issue? I mean, this issue answered a lot of questions.
So, yeah, I think this issue answered more questions than it raised. Didn't leave me with a lot. The only thing I really noticed, the thing that stood out to me most as a giant Mass Effect nerd, was the planet of Solaria. The species of Solarians.
That's right. I didn't even notice that until you put it in the script.
Yeah.
When did this come out? 20 years before?
Yeah, it's almost 20 years, I want to say. It's just under 20 years between these two things, and that's a big gap.
I wonder if they knew that they were using a name from a Silver Surfer comic.
How many words and letters and consonants are there? Eventually someone's got to mash the same letters together to make the same aliens. I'm
curious if the Solarians are in any other comics in the future. That could be kind of fun.
That'd be a deep cut for Marvel to do, to just reference this one offhand issue in a random Silver Surfer.
Well, if the comic fam knows if Solarians make another appearance, put it in the comments below, because that could be kind of a fun one-off issue we cover.
If not, it means that they all died, and that's kind of something I don't want to contemplate, because they were adorable. They were precious.
I guess my question is, Silver Surfer, if he is the one who can potentially stop Thanos, how? He didn't do anything. What is he going to do?
The only thing I can think of is maybe stop him from telling other people. Yeah,
orchestrating the plan.
Getting the word out. Traveling, surfing, if you will, from planet to planet, and, spreading the alarm. Hey, Thanos is back! Watch out, everyone!
Well, it sounds like we're getting into the next issue.
It's getting hot. Sexy hot.
Silver Surfer has to go and tell other superheroes about Thanos now that he's seen all of this. He knows the plan.
Shit's real. Gotta get the word out, but we're getting ahead of ourselves. That's next time. That's issue 36.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So we're going to cut this short here.
We're done.
We're finished. All right, that wraps up issue number 35 of Silver Surfer. I'm your host, Comic Tom.
And I'm Ryan.
Geek responsible. Enough said. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up button. And if you want to see more comic book content like this, well, hit the subscribe button. And if you want to get comic books from me monthly, well, you can go to geekstreet101.com to do that.